Welcome to BattleTech in the Morning with Captain Nips. I'm Captain Nips, and today, in the BattleTech Backer Beta, I'm going to continue to sift through the many mech variants that exist in the Inner Sphere so that I can bring to you, the viewer, a nugget, a potential good'un, something that you could use in the battlefield of the Oregon Reach. Now, come campaign time, as you'll remember, the Oregon Reach being that space in the middle. It's kind of at the south end of the Inner Sphere, which means that we're adjacent to the Taurian Concordat, the Magistracy, Free Worlds League, Capellans, Fedsuns, which means that variants from the Northsiders are probably not going to show up too much, but I fully expect that they'll become available in one way or another. Because funny thing about the Inner Sphere black market, it's big, and it's less of a black market, more of a gray market. So, in today's BattleTech in the Morning, I would like to propose, as a potential chassis for your future stable,
Welcome, Commander.
the JR7-F. Now, the JR is a light scout mech primarily fielded by the Draconis Combine, which is, again, on the north side of the Inner Sphere. But, you know, military industrial complexes as they are tend to, sell to anyone that's willing to pay, for the most part. Now, the JR-D, which is the variant that we have in stock in the beta by default, as you remember, is fast, has 4 medium lasers and an SRM-4. Comes with jump jets, so it's very maneuverable. But, and here's a kind of a pretty big but, it is mostly made out of tissue paper. It is not the most durable mech on the field. It is also not the most durable mech in its weight class by a large margin. So, at one point in the history of the Inner Sphere, the Draconis Combine decided, hey, how do we make our scout mechs not blow up? And that led us to the JR-F. Now, the JR-F is actually a fairly simple change. The F drops the SRM-4 from the center torso and the ammo, which I'm going to get to that in a second. And it replaces all of that with armor, which is astonishing because if you're looking at the raw values, the JR-D, the stock mech that we get in the game, has a total of 345 armor points per this game, BattleTech PC beta. The JR-F, adding 3 tons of armor to the 4 that was already there, comes out with an eye-watering 560 total armor points, almost doubling the durability of the JR. Now, yes, you do give up a 40-point alpha with the SRM-4, which is significant. You're dropping your total alpha from 140 to 100 points, but I'm guessing, my feeling, is that you would prefer your mechs not to blow up quite as easily, especially on a scout mech, because you're not really expecting your scout mechs to do the lion's share of damage to the enemy team. Sometimes you can get some good backstabs in, absolutely. But honestly, I think if it were me, I would prefer to take the more armored variant over the one with the bigger guns. Now, cost-wise, they're about the same. They're like 50 to 100, and I don't even think they're 100 KC bills different. It's really a trivial difference in price. There is one other thing that is worth mentioning in that because you've dropped the SRMs off of the F, it is slightly more heat efficient. It has the same heatsink loadout as the D. So we're going to take this out to Death Valley, where there is no respite for hot mechs. I've lined up the 2 lances, identical pilot loadouts, all crack shots, plus Paradise. And we're going to see how this performs as these 2 Scout Lance mechs slug at each other.
Deployment. Mech warriors, prepare for combat.
I'm not going to get too tricky with the tactics today. They are Scout mechs, they're fast, so we're going to basically converge at the middle of the map and then punch each other to death. With guns, with kicks, with possibly the arms, although they're the little stubby arms on the Jenner, so, you know, that's not really much of a punch.
Command interface initiated.
So here you go, as mentioned. Jenner F, 4 medium lasers. And let's get this shindig underway. No reason to stand still when this is just going to turn into a big fracas.
Certainly. Commander?
Whew, boy, look at that. Look at that movement. Look at that hot, hot movement. We're going to be hauling tail up this road.
Yes, Commander. Reporting.
And managed to get Paradise mostly to the front of the pack there. Don't think... It's not going to matter right now because you cap out at 6 movement modifier pips. But now that Paradise is at the front of the pack, that means I can have him move first, generate a fraction bit more movement modifier, which, yes, is not necessarily going to save him from anything, but can't hurt. So, let's start the hurt right here.
Moving out.
Dang, that's a lot of movement modifier. That is an astonishingly bad two-hit number. Astonishingly bad. If we hit with 1 laser, we have accomplished our mission here.
Of course.
Got 1 right to the leg, and as you'll see, 30. Let's get that paper doll back. Come, game, come back. I want to look at that target. Yeah, it seems to be having its typical aneurysm today. So, 1 laser, left leg, and the Jenner D has already lost 25 of the 30 armor that it has on that leg. By comparison, same leg on the Jenner F, 75 armor. Again, the F is astonishingly more armored than the D, and we're going to see some of that, I'm sure.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, so let's get into crackshot territory here. I think we can probably get... Can we get a 4-dot move? Then I guess we'll take this 4-dot move here.
Fire in.
35s, woof. But... Wildfire is not deterred by fast-moving targets, and she puts 3 of her 4 lasers on target. And now this Jenner D is up creek. Let's see if any of its friends decide to show up to fight. He's actually going to turn... Nope, and he's not actually going to engage. This is kind of silly. I'm basically getting to have my way with this first mech. Let's see, Tactics 4... versus Tactics 5. I'm going to start with Kraken. Move him over here. The reason I'm starting with Kraken is because he has the slightly higher Tactics value, which means that the 2-hit number on this Fallen Jenner should be real good, and I'm actually going to shoot for the legs. 75% chance to hit. We like that. Let's see, let's try not to kill the Jenner. We may need to salvage it and turn it into another Jenner F. Alright, so let's back up a sec. 22% chance to hit the leg. It's not great. So I think I need to fire all 4 guns and then get lucky.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Yep. Didn't quite get lucky enough. As I put the hurt on this guy. Are any of them going to fire back this turn? There we go. A laser and a missile. And Wildfire's armor holds easily easily under the weight of that weapon fire. Alright, we're going to call shot that leg again. And look at it again. 22% chance to hit. I think, again, you have to take... I mean, you can be careful about this. And I think you would, if you were going to be careful, you would fire 2 guns. And I have such an overwhelming feeling of superiority here. I'm actually going to chance this. That I'm going to leg this guy off with 2 laser shots. Because I don't want to ruin the mech. There we go. Got the legs. And we salvage our first generator. Meanwhile, this guy has decided, is he going to actually move into position? Is he going to fire a gun? He is firing a gun. Right side of Wildfire. Wildfire easily tanks that damage.
They're banging through my armor.
Yes, yes. I know.
Yes, Commander. Awaiting orders.
Let's see what kind of moves we can get here. Should we roll back and hit this guy? Yeah, not a huge fan of standing in the mine or the mineral fields. I can get right up on this guy for 55% chance to hit. It's not the worst. It's a little dangerous getting so close because then this guy can roll in behind me, but I think at this point I'm going to split the lance anyway.
Fire an owl weapon.
2 shots. Looks like center and right torso. Oh, coming in for the melee attack already. The salt. But Apex dodges. That is a objectively bad maneuver.
Ready for
So let's take...
You have orders?
let's take Apex and roll in behind this guy. Let's try and find a spot that actually has a line of sight. There we go.
Move order confirmed.
Let's test the rear armor of the Jenner D. Now, it is interesting to point out, it is worth pointing out. There's so many things to point out. The Jenner D rear armor is bad. It's real bad. And here's why it's the most bad. It's 20 points on the sides and only 15 in the center. For some reason, the center torso rear on the Jenner D is less armored than even the arms. It's astonishing, and now I'm going to blow it up. Or at least I'm going to try. Throw all the lasers on.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Woo! Look at that complete whiff. We got another leg shot with 1 laser, though, so it's not a bad place to start. Let's see what this guy has to say about life as he runs past my line. Turns the corner. He's probably going to fire nothing at all. Nothing. Really nothing. Alright, so here's the other thing that's worth mentioning about the Jenner D that the Jenner F does not sport as a flaw. You will note, let's just take a quick look. Jenner D, that it's got the SRM in the center torso. Totally expected. But where's the ammo? One might think you would put the ammo in the head. No. Maybe a side torso nearby? No. No. How about a leg? Maybe a leg? Nope. Empty. Empty. No. The Jenner D has its SRM-4 ammo in the right arm. In one of the most exposed places on the mech. You have got to be kidding me. That is legit, that is true, and that is correct. I checked the TRO. I checked my files. So, when you're fighting Jenner Ds, it does not hurt to scooch up onto their right side and try and blow that arm off. Because
Moving to position.
if you catch the arm, one of 2 things is going to happen. If you destroy the arm, you're either going to A, remove the ammo for the SRM-4, which significantly kneecaps the D's ability to fight, or B, you blow it up and you get an ammo explosion. Either of those things is great. And there we go. Now it no longer, not only does it not have 2 medium lasers, it does not have its SRM-4 to use. Except that was the left arm. Ladies and gentlemen, it's early, and I can't tell my left from my right. So let's try that again.
How might I help?
I said yes. Can I get over here? No. All right, fine. Let's do it to this guy. Right side. Get in on him.
Have no doubt.
Wildfire can
it will
take
be
care of that
done.
over there. Boy. You know you haven't had your coffee yet when you can't tell your left from your right. Didn't take it out that time, though. I feel that the point still stands. I did remove that arm. Had it been the right arm, it would have worked out great. Meanwhile, Wildfire continuing to take all the damage. I think I will,
Internal structure damage.
for the sake of keeping my lance hale and healthy,
Standing by.
I'm gonna skedaddle her to create some space, because these guys are a little bit out of position over here. Although this guy's got rear arc if he wants it, which I'm sure he will. I can't believe I couldn't tell my left from my right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad you're with me here, because that's the kind of solid tactical brilliance that I promise in the kinds of games I play. Not even being able to tell my left from my right. Oof.
Standing by.
Alright, let's see. Apex, can you please punch out that right arm? Not asking for a lot. There's literally a medium laser's worth of health in that arm now.
Firing a full salvo.
So there goes the arm. Most of the armor on the right side of that mech. And now it's missing all of its guns because the SRM has no ammo, which is where you want to be. The F does not suffer from such terrible design flaws. And it's a little weird to me, honestly, that per the lore, the F was the less popular, the less preferred Draconis Combine Jenner variant. I just...
Commander.
So little armor. I don't understand why, ever, in any situation, any mech designer in their right mind in the Inner Sphere decided less than... I was going to say less than full armor, but I think you could make an argument for less than 80% coverage? Why you would put less than 80% coverage on any mech in the Inner Sphere, on any war machine. Why would you not try and armor it as much as humanly possible?
You have orders?
And yet here we are,
Yes, Commander.
fighting against Jenner D's with 58% armor coverage.
Target confirmed.
As we cook this Jenner into tiny little pieces with our lasers. This guy's either chasing Wildfire or going on walkabout. Have to say, last couple of days, the AI has been spectacularly bad at playing this game. And I'm not actually sure why. I don't actually understand why the AI has been so abysmally bad in the last couple of days. Yesterday I can give it a pass because I was playing with the bad pilot lance and I was up on a hill and I was kind of not engaging and I was indirect firing and all that jazz. But this is astonishing. Whoa, so is that. That was clean misses out of Wildfire.
No love on that strike.
No love at all. What are you going to do? What's this guy got? He's going to come around for a melee? Honestly, I feel like that move there is the signal that it wants to pop the white flag and just not be in this fight anymore. Because there are rules of engagement on the Inner Sphere battlefields of the 30-20 era or so. You know, you could pop a white flag and retreat without getting your butt shot off on the way out.
Orders?
Sadly, these battlefields right now, right here, do not conform to that convention. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to kill this guy, though, with just one salvo. Because he's in a real gross position where my numbers are terrible. And yes, I'm overheating. Got your leg. Neener, neener. The legs on these Jenners are the Jenner D. Let's be clear. Jenner D. Very fragile. And in fact, I'm gonna demonstrate how not fragile
I'm taking internal damage.
the legs on my Jenner Fs are.
Aye, aye.
If I can get there. Yep. I can totally get there. Jump jet with Angel of Death. Now, to be clear, Angel of Death, 50% less damage to the mech when it jumps. So I've got that going for me. Turns out Paradise is just in the right position to make this happen. I can get front, or I can get... Is that rear? Oh, it is actually rear.
Have no doubt it will be done.
Not bad.
Excellent shot, if I do say so myself.
And just to
And I do.
take a quick check of Paradise's legs, gave up about 23 points of damage on both legs. Easily repaired armor. If the D had attempted something like that, it would nearly have lost all the armor on its legs.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, Apex, can you please just murder this guy? Just roll right up on him.
Moving out.
Get right up in there. And turn that other leg into salsa, please. This is probably actually just going to kill the Jenner outright. Yeah, didn't hit the leg.
Mech destroyed.
So we'll have to content ourselves with only one salvage Jenner so far. Maybe we'll get one more. We'll see. Very curious. Alright, back to the top of the order. Let's spin this camera around and check the bird's eye view.
I'm receiving
Let's
you.
see if we can get Apex into this. Nope. How about
How might I
Paradise?
help?
He's over there. It's Kraken that's over here. Nope. Alright, well.
Commander.
Let's start with the people that are actually involved in the fight. Ooh, that's an interesting bit of turn and move. I don't like putting my back in that direction though. How about here? It's not great. Nope, definitely not. How about this? How about we just jump up here? In fact, let's jump to the top of this rock because it's funny and it amuses me.
Going skyward.
I could have just stood still, but that's not nearly as entertaining. Laser time. Ooh, shutdown. Hello. Let's overheat. You know what? Yeah, let's overheat. That's a lot of overheat. But that was a good shot, so I'm willing to trade that.
It's getting hot in here. I'm here.
Alright, Wildfire now has the opportunity to squirrel behind this guy. I think I'll keep taking those shots. Bulwark. Or guarding.
Move order.
Slash
received.
entrenching. Bracing. I can never remember the word bracing when talking about that. Unfortunately, bracing does you no good when you're getting shot in the butt.
Engaging target.
Ooh. Yeah.
Target down.
That is rough. That is a little rough. Not gonna lie.
Ready for orders.
Alright, now, as we go into cleanup mode on this match,
Understood. Moving fast.
let's get Kraken and Apex moved over here.
Awaiting orders. Hauling ass.
As my Jenner Fs are kinda just fat rolling these Jenner Ds, not even close. I mean, the AI is, again, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to start playing more multiplayer because the quality of the opponent is so very important to have fun in a game like this, and the AI has just been a potato lately. Although, speaking of potatoes,
Armor breach. Internal damage.
and split fire, just because why not? Sure, why not? Let's see if I can tell my left from my right this time.
Standing by.
Hey, Paradise, you've got good jumps. Can you get to his right side? Oh yeah, totally. Though I'd prefer to get there... Oh, hey, so here's the thing. Jumping creates heat. Heat is bad when you're overheating. I think he's just going to have to walk this one off. Head on down this way. Ooh, actually can get into its right arc. I can get into its right arc and optimal range somehow. Let's see what we can leverage here. Heat situation wise. Nope. 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 I can fire no guns and not overheat. So I think we're bracing for the turn.
I'm receiving you.
Wildfire's getting her lights punched out, so we are going to punch her out of this fight because there's no reason to put her in danger at this point.
Standing by.
The rest of the lance, however, is not getting such a nicety. Let's see, can we squirrel our way into the right arc? Yes, we can. Can we squirrel it in a way that doesn't put us in that stupid mineral field?
I copy.
Totally. This is going to be hot. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. That's not great at all. Whew, boy. So, one of the things that you may consider if you're using Jenner Fs down the line in the campaign,
Roger.
and you start to roll into some lost tech, salvage,
I'm generating a lot of heat.
double heat sinks. Not even a second thought. Throw those suckers right on these Jenners, because being able to jump and fire your guns is a real useful tool.
Aye, aye.
And right now, 10 single heat sinks is not cutting it for what these mechs got to give.
On my way.
Speaking of giving, let's have Apex give some lasers to this guy's face. Right there. Lined up. 75% chance to hit is good enough to get 3 of them. Wow. Center of mass, that. Crack open the CT like a delicious boiled crab. Where's this guy going? Curious. Did not fire the missiles that time. He's got the ammo and the gun. Must be a heat situation for him. Alright, so let's continue to
Yes, Commander.
barrel roll around to the right side of this guy. And
On the move.
poke at that delicious right arm. Because even though it doesn't seem to want to use the gun, I don't want it to even have the option.
Firing all weapons.
Wow! Apex!
Negative damage. Repeat. Negative damage.
I noticed! That was astonishing.
I'm here.
Astonishingly bad. Let's try that again. Oh, right. Kraken's overheating.
On my way.
Do we got anything at all? Fire one laser. I think.
Locking on target.
Ooh, boy. Paradise is going to have to be the savior here in terms of actually landing a hit on a target, which is kind of distressing. Okay, let's turn on those lasers so we can see our firing arc. That seems alright. Alright, look.
Be there in a jet.
Listen, Paradise, I don't ask for much. I just need you to blow off this guy's right arm. Preferably you weren't overheating in the process. It literally only takes both lasers to hit that arm to shear it off. That's not going to happen here, though. Because one of them's going to hit the leg, and the other the torso. Which could be worse. Wildfire.
I'm receiving you.
Do we actually want to play one man down? There's a way to actually get her into the fray that's not terribly dangerous. I would like that. Take a look at some numbers here. 60s, 70s, 80s. It's on the wrong side. I think for the purposes of simulation, I'm just going to have Wildfire hangout. You know what? Go take a walk. Go take a walk. Go explore that.
Copy that.
Go explore that city on the plateau. All right, what you got? Last man standing on the enemy team. Still got its full complement of guns. Firing on Kraken on its left side. Does a good job of taking out the arm, hits his head, splits his fire, puts one in apex. But my armor is too good for that, sir or ma'am, whichever you are. Nope. Oh, we've got focus. That's delicious. We need a pilot that's not cooking in his cockpit. Everybody's running pretty hot. Also missing some guns.
Yes, Commander.
Nope.
I'm here.
Apex has all her guns. Can face down on the
Moving to
target.
position.
It is interesting to me that that is an obstructed line of sight, but I guess I'm not going to complain too much. So, 65s, let's just turn that
Come on,
into
people,
guaranteed
let's make it
hits.
happen.
Air quotes guaranteed. Yes, I'll overheat, but this is through
Giving him everything
this
I've
mech's
got.
right side, which is real roughed up right now. Get the arm, get the torso, remove the SRM-4 from the equation,
Getting a little toasty, Commander.
and truth be told,
Orders.
this guy's probably just dead, one way or another.
I copy.
So let's just line up some shots.
Attacking from position.
Poof.
Objective complete.
The Jenner Ds go down and the Jenner Fs, lo and behold,
Successful.
survive the match. Why, you might ask? Well, superior armor, I would say. Also, potato level tactics from the AI, but you know, can't expect a lot sometimes. 10 rounds, 28 minutes and 38 seconds in a relatively short engagement, as we come out pretty clean. Paradise didn't really take much of any damage. Jenner, Apex and her Jenner, likewise. Kraken loses an arm. Wildfire loses an arm and a torso, which does cost you some jump jets, but honestly, on the F, the side torsos are mostly just ablative armor to keep you from getting cored out. So once you lose the arm, you lose the guns. Shrug. Swing those shoulders. Don't give up your tasty bits until you need to. Enemy team, on the other hand, the Jenner D, the stock mech provided in the game. Even though I give up 40 times 4, 160 points worth of alpha strike off of my lance in comparison. That did not stop my lance from completely devouring these Jenner Ds with their paltry armor. Got one by the legs. We'll take that one for salvage, and the rest we just kind of chewed up. And it's pretty evident as you look at the paper dolls, like even stray hits are putting the Jenner D into critical damage on segments, which is worth noting. So, final thoughts. Here's the thing. Even if we don't get the Jenner F as an available mech in the campaign, you can very easily turn a Jenner D into that build, because all it is, again, you strip the SRM-4, you strip the SRM ammo out of that right arm, because God, why would you put it in the arm? And then you slap on as much armor as you can. Easy peasy. And it turns these Jenners from good hit and fade knife fighter, not really knife fighters, they're more like backstabbers, into actual knife fighters where you can stick in a brawl and expect to hold your own for a little bit while you fire your guns. Seems good, and I think I will certainly try that come campaign time, because this kind of thing is unacceptable. Less than full armor. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go into battle with less than full armor unless you absolutely have to. It's just going to get you shot full of holes. But that'll be all for today's BattleTech in the morning. I am your student of the technical readouts, Captain Nips. I hope this has been fun for you, because it's been fun for me. And I hope that you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Have a wonderful day, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll see all of you in the next video.